So I just recorded this Real Housewives of Beverly Hills review. I was almost like 15 minutes into the review, and I realized that my microphone wasn't on. So I turned it on. I'd already had it connected. I didn't know, even though it was already connected. I didn't know. Girl, I'm slow. I didn't know that once your microphone is connected, like I had my thing connected to my phone, but my microphone wasn't on. But even though my thing was already in my phone and my microphone was still off, I didn't know that even once you connect that piece into your phone, that even if the microphone isn't on, that it's not going to catch the audio. So basically, it didn't catch the audio, and I didn't realize until like almost 15 minutes in that my microphone wasn't on my chest and the microphone wasn't on. So I just turned the microphone on, like, oh my God, y'all, I forgot to put my microphone on, blah blah blah. So I just kept on running my mouth, and then once I went back and I started listening, I played the basically, girl, 15 minutes of the video was not no audio. So here I am back again to do the review. I'm not going in no particular order because I'm over it and I'm upset. So we're just gonna talk about the episode. I'm so angry. Girl, like my friend, my friend Brittany, she doesn't curse. So anytime she gets upset, she says she's angry. I'm so angry. Like I'm really, really angry. Like you can't tell because I'm smiling, but I'm angry. Like I'm angry. And my review was good. My review was good. And now I just feel like it just went to waste. And I don't think I can recreate that magic. So we're just gonna talk about the episode. Um they're at the party at Dorit's charity event, right? And I thought it was a little funny once Garcelle basically told the other guests that, girl, y'all can leave. Basically, Garcelle told the girls, y'all can leave because, girl, this is about to turn into a circus, okay? Y'all can get up and leave, right? Because we already cut up. Well, we didn't cut up and act a fool. Lisa and I already cut up and act a fool in front of y'all. We already know what's about to go down, so y'all can get up and leave and go in the back and eat y'all some cake, okay? So the guests, they get up and leave. Crystal talks about her eating disorder. Listen, I'm not a doctor. I don't know. But I will say this, not to sound insensitive, but once Crystal said that she had been seeing someone at 13, I was like, girl, clearly this is a big problem, right? I didn't know that for some people, as ignorant as this may sound, I didn't know for some people, like for Crystal have been struggling with. See, I didn't like. Now they're starting to come out and say that Crystal, is still basically vomiting and doing what she's doing. Crystal said that she's been seeing someone since she was 13 years old. Crystal is almost 40. So I could see why the girls may be questioning, especially like in this setting right here. Like, girl, like, who are you going to? Maybe you should try someone different. Because you've been struggling with this since you were 13 years old, and mama, you pushing 40, right? She did mention that Lisa Rinna gave her the number to someone. I'm going to just assume that it may be the person that Lisa Rinna's daughter went to when she was going through what she was going through. That's pretty much all I'm going to say because I don't know nothing about no eating disorder. I don't want to say the wrong thing. Let's move on. Sutton. Sutton basically calls out Erica Jane. I'm so mad. I can't. Girl, let's just talk. Let's just get the review over with because me complaining ain't gonna change nothing. Okay. Sutton is basically Erica. Garcelle says, does anyone else have anything to say? So Sutton basically says, basically Erica Jane had the nerve to sit here and call me a liability when I'm the one who just received a phone call, I think a letter in the mail from a lawyer basically, asking me questions about Erica Jane's case. She didn't say what case it was. Sutton did say at the reunion, and I think this might be the reason why she probably got the letter. Let's just be honest, y'all. Sutton did say at the reunion she heard a rumor about some stuff that was going on at, I guess, Tom Girardi's firm. And that's probably why, I'm assuming that that's probably why she got the letter from the lawyer, because they may think that she knows something. Erica started saying, I told you to be quiet. I told you to be quiet. The way that I took Erica telling Sutton when they played that flashback, even last year, I didn't take Erica telling Sutton, be quiet, they're going to come for you. I took her telling that, be quiet, Tom may come for you, right? Dorit says that Sutton was the only one that questioned. Sutton was the only one that questioned Erica. Garcelle said, no, she wasn't. Girl, they played the clips, of course. Here come the Real Housewives receipts. Everybody questioning Sutton. Dorit, girl, I remember at least 2 or 3 times last year. Girl, you were the first one, even when, girl, before, when a conversation was brought up regarding the whole Girardi situation, Erica and her husband supposedly, doing what they supposedly did, girl, allegedly did. Girl, Dorit will be the first one to be like, oh yeah, I read that. Oh yeah, I read that. Oh yeah, I read that. Anyways, Sutton is telling the truth. Like, girl, you have some girl nerve telling me that I'm a liability when, girl, you're the biggest liability in the entire group. And that's just what it is. Diana, shut up. This ain't nothing got nothing to do with you. Diana changes the conversation from, girl, lawsuits, liabilities, and lawyers to, girl, Garcelle and her friendship. Girl, where did this come from? And girl, like Garcelle basically said, now how I get put in this? Girl, Diane says, I thought that's what we were talking about. She said something like that. Diane, what are you doing over there in that corner? Are you on your phone? Are you not paying attention? You can't be paying attention because there's no way that you thought that the conversation was about Garcelle when we're literally sitting here talking about liability and who's a liability and lawyers calling people and that's... Kathy over there giggling. Renna. Lisa Renna basically tells Garcelle, do you hear what she's saying? Garcelle was like, girl, what are you talking about? Like, Garcelle's whole issue is not about people taking up for me, but you never support anything that I'm saying. Yes, she's saying that she doesn't hear from me and, the whole... I think what the problem is with Diane, I think that Diana, or whatever her name is, she's used to people kissing her ass, right? I think she's used to people kissing her ass, and I think she's used to people probably throwing themselves at her feet, wanting to be in her circle, wanting to be her friend. And because Garcelle, she hasn't heard from Garcelle in X amount of weeks, then girl, she must doesn't want a friendship with me, or doesn't want to work on building a friendship. Garcelle's whole thing was like, okay, girl, you haven't heard from me, but I haven't heard from you. Lisa is coming to basically to support Diane. Garcelle's whole thing is, girl, the same way you could say what you're saying about her, you could use that to support me too. Lisa says that Garcelle is being defensive. Lisa, shut up. Eat a piece of bread. Shout out to Kim. Crystal and Rob. Crystal is in the kitchen talking to her husband about her eating disorder. She just basically wants to do it on her own terms. I just hope Crystal can get it together because, I hope she can get it together. I'm going to leave it alone. After they finished talking, when I say I hollered, after they finished talking, Rob was like, all right. I think he was about to say, let's drink to that. And then I think he caught himself like, I don't think I should probably say, like, let's drink to your eating disorder. So I think he was kind of like stuck on what to say. Girl, let's just have a drink. Kathy walked in. I thought Kathy did give the best advice. Basically, girl, the girls care about you, okay? The girls care about you. That's up for debate. But the girls care about you. At the end of the day, no one in this group is a doctor, right? Don't nobody know what they're talking about. This is a situation that's only, you know, for you, right? This is something that you have to figure out and deal with, right? Thank you for your worries. Thank you for your prayers, but I got this. That's pretty much what Kathy told Crystal she needs to tell the people, right? I thought it was funny when Kathy was like, after she said that, she was like, "Do you have a cracker?" Kathy's a kiki to me. Um, Rob had said someone had just sent them a basket, I guess, of goodies that day. So they opened up the basket, gave her like a box of crackers. She asked for a piece of cheese, Diet Coke. I think Rob offered her a Diet Coke. I think she asked for some ice, a napkin. You could literally tell that Kathy used to live in a hotel and she was waited on hand and foot. You can tell. Girl, when she was asking Cal to bring her a straw, girl, I'm not bringing you no straw. Girl, go get your own damn straw. Remember when they were in I think they were in Palm Spring last year. Um, I don't care about Cal. Cal received some. I'm so pissed off. Let me stop complaining. I just told myself, I was telling myself in my head, stop complaining about that video because the video is done. You can't do nothing about it. Let's move on. All right, so Cal, her birthday, she received some skates from her daughter. Cal looked like it was pretty good on the skates. She did say she used to compete when she was younger. Her daughter is getting married. She says that she's not going to be a bridezilla. Okay, girl, whatever. Lisa and Erica go to lunch. Lisa wants to know why did Sutton bring up the fact that, girl, she ain't say fact, but it is a fact. Why did Sutton bring up that Erica was a liability in front of the entire group? Erica feels some type of way because she feels as though I guess Sutton should have told her that a lawyer got in contact with her. Girl, for what? Girl, in real life, even though I know this is real life for Erica, girl, you treat that lady like shit. She don't owe you nothing at all. Start to treat me better, and I might start to tell you, girl, when these people start contacting me about you. Other than that, you'll find out when everybody else found out. At the table, when we having cocktails. Kyle and Sutton go out to eat. Kyle walks in with a $16,000 Birkin bag. Girl, the girl's got money. The girl's got money. Sutton tells Kyle there's a woman in this group that's the real liability, and all y'all do is defend her. She ain't lying. That's really why they don't like Sutton and low-key Garcelle. Because Sutton and Garcelle be making the most sense out of everybody. The most sense. Sutton is going on a date. And she tells Sutton, basically, girl, you look too rich. Basically, girl, you need to look poor. At first, I was like, girl, what's she talking about? Because Sutton really just had on like 2 rings, a watch, and I think a necklace and some earrings. Real like basic jewelry, right? Now I'm sure it was probably expensive, but it wasn't like she walked in with some $250,000 ring on like Diane, right? But girl, when Kyle told her, girl, you need to walk, girl, you walking in there looking like you trying to take care of a man. Don't walk in there looking like you're trying to take care of no man, girl. I say, bitch, that's a rich white woman 101. Okay? That's rich white woman 101. Don't you walk into Nam place looking like you trying to take care of a man. I said, I know that's right. Anyways, Dorit, PK, daughter, I thought was so precious. Dorit was skating in the house, and PK was basically kind of like, just be careful, blah blah blah. And the daughter basically told PK that if she breaks her neck, it's your fault because you're making her less confident. Cause I know that's right. So cute. Garcelle tells a story about how back in the day she was at a party and the girls were, doing their little recreational drugs. You know what I'm saying? The girls were doing their lines, right? And she said she sat down and they offered her some. She was scared to say no. Honey, I ain't never scared to say no. I just say no. Girl, no. No, I'm fine, thank you. I'm just gonna sip on my vodka. Y'all have a good time though. Okay. But she said she was scared to say no, and so she said she went down to do a line or two, and she said she knocked over the coke, and it was just like everybody was pissed off, so she didn't have to do it. I thought everybody was cute at the disco party. I mean, Sutton looked like she just girl. Sutton really didn't give me disco. Cal's hair was so cute. Is that her natural curl? Um, Cal's hair was cute. But Sutton didn't really give me disco. Kathy really didn't give me disco. Lisa was cute, but Lisa had a lot of hair. I said, girl, why she got so much hair on her head? Girl, but it was cute, but that was just a lot of hair. She don't weigh nothing but like a buck 05, girl. Probably not even that quiet as it's kept. I think Lisa might weigh a buck 05. Um, but anyways, God can see her probably win 100 pounds. Honestly, um, everybody was cute. Everybody was cute. Cal tells the girls that they're going to take a trip to Aspen. Her home is not big enough to accommodate everyone, so she's going to get a second home. Diane lets the girls know, I'm going to give me a hotel room. No, she was like, no, girl. I wish I could go for Diane. I really wish I could. I really feel like if Diane would have came in on some different energy, I would have low-key went up for Diane. But I ain't never really seen it for her since the get-go. She basically says, girl, I'm a great hostess, but I'm a terrible guest. I'm glad she know that, girl. She basically told them, girl, y'all not gonna be able to handle me and my demands. I'm gonna go to this 5-star hotel where they get paid. They get paid to make sure that I receive the service that I'm paying for, and girl, we good to go. Cal starts the mess. She asks Erica, what do you mean about Sutton being a liability? She says that basically she's a hindrance to them having or being closer to Garcelle, basically what she said. Basically, girl, every time we get onto Sutton's ass, here come Garcelle, basically backing her up, which is making us dislike Garcelle because she wants to stick up for Sutton. One thing I love is that Sutton, I think one of the reasons why Sutton is even more vocal this year than last year is because she knows that Garcelle has her back, right? Our girl Kenya can go against toe to toe with the best of them. Girl, Kenya does say at the reunions going against the men and the women and didn't break a sweat. Okay, everybody ain't built like Kenya. Okay, but I'm glad that Garcelle has Sutton's back, and I'm glad that Sutton feels comfortable and knows that she has a friend in Garcelle. So she knows that, girl, when the stuff go left and the girls are ganging up on me, girl, I know that this heifer sitting beside me, girl, she not gonna let me just sit out here and hang to dry, right? So anyways, that's really the problem that Erica is having with Garcelle. Girl, we supposed to be tag teaming Sutton, and you are messing up what we got going on. You need to sit there and shut up. Girl, she basically tells Garcelle that you see me through the eyes of Sutton. No, bitch. I see you through the eyes of those orphans. I see you through the eyes of those widows and those burn victims that your husband allegedly stole from. And that you allegedly, girl, let me shut up. Those are the eyes I see you through. I see you through the eyes of that LA Times article that they wrote on you. That girl Sutton said she read 5 times last year to dissect it. Sutton eyeballs ain't got shit to do with mine. Garcelle basically tells her how you treat Sutton. Like you might treat me well, but you treat my friend like shit. So what do you expect me to do when I see you treat my friend like trash? Which low key which made me think of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Just listen, then we're gonna move on. Real Housewives of Atlanta, Sonya, when she mentioned to Garcelle, Sonya, when she mentioned to Drew about her behavior, right? Girl, yeah, we're trying to build a friendship, but girl, I also see how you treat other people. I really don't think that's a difference in what Garcelle said. Like, girl, you might be cool with me, but you treat my friend like trash. Sanya, yeah, girl, we're building a friendship, but I also see how you treat other people, and it's making me question, like, girl, what's tea? Anyways, the toothless not homeless. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say what I want to say. Cause last review, I was kind of nervous because I didn't want to say the wrong thing. Right? That toothless not homeless. Wait, yeah, toothless. That's dumb. That's the dumbest name I've ever heard of. I'm glad that I see that most people are on the same page when it comes to the name of their organization. I'm about to even take it a step further. I get that being homeless is different for different people, right? You could be homeless and be moving from friend to friend until you get on your feet, right? Living from, family member to family member, family member to friend, couch to couch. You could be living in a homeless shelter. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're living, under 59 freeway. But I want to know, what are the qualifications? There has to be a qualification, right? Because are you fixing people's teeth that live on the concrete? Are you fixing people's teeth who live in a box, like under the freeway? Are you fixing the folks' teeth who, probably were drug addicts, now they're clean and they're trying to get back on their feet and find a job? Are you fixing people's teeth who just got out of prison? Like, what are, like, because I refuse. I know you're not fixing nobody's teeth who, like homeless for real, for real. Because, bitch, what's the point of you fixing someone's teeth and them winning this new set of teeth from this doctor who was going to give somebody a brand new smile? And y'all already know, girl, the girls already flying over to Colombia to get their grills fixed because it's cheaper. So it's probably hella expensive over there in Real Housewives in Beverly Hills, where PK and Dorit went. So you got the girls walking around here with $100,000. I just made up a number. You got the girls walking around here with $100,000 worth of teeth, girl, but they live in a cardboard box. That don't make no sense to me. So yes, I have questions about the organization. I have questions about the name, and I have questions about the organization too. I need to know, how does this work? Who teeth are you fixing? Who wins this new set of teeth that this doctor gonna give? Again, it makes no sense for somebody to be living in a cardboard box, girl, but they got a brand new set, but they cheesing. Does that make sense? And I was scared to say that last week because I didn't want to come across as insensitive, right? But I'm gonna go ahead and say it this week. And once I saw everybody pretty much been on the same page about that dumbass name, homeless not toothless, toothless not homeless. Like Kathy said, girl, I've worked with the homeless and I've worked with the toothless. Kathy said, girl, I don't work with them, girl. Girl, the Homeless and Toothless Association. Well, I tell you, I was hollering, girl. Anyways, girl, Lisa basically says that, basically, and this is what I got from Lisa. Yes, I'm trying. I may be a bitch to Sutton, but I'm going to give myself some slack because I'm dealing with grief. See, this is the problem that I have with Lisa in that statement that she made. Lisa, just because your mother died does not give you a license to go around and be a bitch to someone. Most of the time, if not all of the time, when people die, I think that most people, if not all people, I'll say most people, give that person some leeway. Like, girl, her mama just died, her daughter just died, her son just died, right? Like, I remember it was this lady I used to work with. I didn't know her son had died. Somebody was saying how she was basically she was mean. And then somebody said, well, her son died. And I was like, ooh. And then the other person was like, ooh. We kind of understood why she probably was being mean. Her son had just died, right? So people do give people an allowance to, grieve. You know, we know that may be out of their normal character, right? But the problem that I have with Lisa is this. Yes, your mama passed away. But the only person that you're being a bitch to is Sutton. So that lets me know that your mother's death has nothing to do with you being a bitch. You're just being a bitch because you're a bitch. Because if you were acting that way towards more than one person in the group, then I could probably understand it. If you were being an asshole to like Cal, Dorette, girl, Erica Jane, Diana, then I could see it. But the only person that I see you constantly being disrespectful, being an asshole, you know, torturing, hazing on this mean girl stuff is Sutton. So I do question what you're doing. And I'm going to go ahead and say it. I think that she's using her mother's death as an excuse to be a bitch towards Sutton. All right. I did holler. Sutton started trying to talk, but she couldn't really get her words together. And so she was like, so Erica made a joke like, you say I have a drinking problem. And then she looked, then she was like, well, we'll talk about that in a minute. Then she looked, then she looked at Garcelle. I said, oh shit. And so it comes back. And then she said, you're trying to push this narrative that I have a problem. I was cracking up. And then when Garcelle sat up in her seat, I said, oh girl, the girls are fighting. Garcelle sat up in that seat, girl. It's not that Garcelle is trying to act like you have a drinking problem, but whenever you drink, there's a problem. Okay? You cursing out somebody's son. You're trying to have a threesome with somebody's son, and the mama sitting right across the room, right? Does Erica Jane need to be, girl, admitted to, you know, some alcoholic anonymous program? No, right? But is what she's doing, should it be called out? Yes. Girl, you're doing a lot. You're popping pills and you're drinking. And girl, we're not going to play this game because you want to sit here and try to act like Garcelle. I guess, is she really concerned? Is she not concerned? Are you trying to make me look bad? But didn't Lisa have a conversation about your misuse of alcohol and prescription drugs? Didn't Dorit grab your drink from you? The only person that's really low-key okay with you looking like a fool in front of the world is your homegirl, Cal. She's okay with it. Anyways, Garcelle tells Erica Jane, I don't have to make you look bad. You can do that on your own. Okay? Erica Jane says, it's my life to destroy or build. Girl, Garcelle said destroy it. Because Qualis is kept what she should have said. Because Qualis is kept, I honestly don't give a fuck. Girl, I just don't want you out here looking like a fool in these streets. But baby, you can do what you want to do. Pop pills all day long, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Drink as much as you want, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I don't care. Okay? Don't be Cal, don't be Cal. Dorit, basically, you want to talk about somebody who exaggerates the truth, aka also lies, is Dorit. Don't be Cal, don't be Cal, don't be Cal. That's what she said, Garcelle said to her. Garcelle said, don't be Cal, don't be Cal. But she didn't say it, don't be Cal, don't be Cal, the way that Dorit tried to make it seem to Erica into the group. I said, oh, baby, Dorit, you really just sat there and told a whole lie, basically. And then the Toothless and Homeless Association. Girl, I'm calling you tonight. That's what Kathy told Garcelle. Kathy was a kiki to me. Girl. She said, the Toothless, the Homeless and Toothless and Homeless, girl. Girl, it's a horrible name. That's what it comes down to. And everybody pretty much agrees. It's a horrible name. I have questions about what y'all do, who qualifies. Because what's the point of living under a bridge if you got nice teeth, but girl, you still going, your home, girl, is girl in the woods. Like, it just don't, I'm sorry, y'all. I know that might sound mean, but All right, y'all. That's it. I hope this video recorded because if not, y'all ain't getting it. Okay? All right. I'll talk to y'all girls later. Bye.